qué hacer.
En efecto, ¿qué puedo hacer?
¿Pooh?
¿Qué está hacer Robin?
No. ¿Estás en Londres? Hacía años que no te veía.
He perdido a mis amigos. Tenemos que encontrarlos.
Okay, Robin and Madeleine are represent the stolen youth, and your character is more have more perspective about life, and you have to live your life. And in the same time, the movie have the message that I'm doing something without doing nothing. And what do you think about this message?
I think it's a beautiful antidote, this message, to modern life, where we seem to praise and celebrate success and power and ambition and doing well in the workplace and always being busy and always being on our phones and always being accessible to the work. And this is a beautiful antidote where the message is going, as you are is enough, and to do nothing is actually very important for our well-being and for our happiness.
And were you a fan of the characters before this movie?
I had the books when I was a little girl, and I had the cassette audiobooks as well that I used to listen to. So I was very familiar with this story of all the animals, and I think a lot of people are. You know, my grandparents' generation, my generation, and now children today, and everyone has been familiar with these characters.
And which is your favorite character?
I think it's Pooh Bear, because he's the combination of wisdom and innocence, and he's not aware of what he says as being quite profound, and so there's a humour in him that I find very endearing.
There's a lot of people a little bit scared about Pooh's appearing because it's very real. And what can you tell them to be calm, to love the movie?
It's as soon as he starts moving and talking, it's the voice we recognise. It's Jim Cummings. It's the personality of Pooh Bear. It's so sweet and so kind and gentle that you'll fall in love with him.
This is your second Disney live-action movie after Cinderella. There is another Disney classic that you would like to do.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I mean, I want to play the Lady Macbeths and the Cleopatras and all the, the great classic roles for women. So if Disney want to do a version of Cleopatra, I'll do that.
That's cool. We see you in Disney, Marvel. This question is as a fan. Will you return to do Agent Carter anytime?
If they asked me, I would be, I'd of course discuss it. I think I'd want it to develop. I'd want her to have her own movie. I would want her to feel like we're going over different ground rather than revisiting what we already know. So I really like variety in my career, and it's amazing. You never know what's going to land and what's going to endure after you've done a job. So it's kind of amazing and quite surreal to me that she's had a life beyond the job. I finished it 3 years ago, I've done lots of other things since then. But I would, I would be part of the conversation, of course, but it would have to feel like it was something that the audiences would really enjoy seeing, a new adventure for her.
Y huele un poco raro. Igor, yo te salvaré.